Hello there. Am I getting better at that? Can't really tell. Today I thought we'd do something a little bit different. I wanted to go ahead and do a video response to some channel comments. So today we're actually going to be looking at a comment from Skies Flex from my Saberforge Prodigal Son review. Skies Flex asks, would you prefer this version of Luke's Saber or the Ultra Saber's version? This one looks very complicated. LOL. So my answer to that question is very simple and very easy to answer. It's the Roman Props Balance V4. Wait, what? Yeah, I know, that's not exactly fair, is it? But I did have to go ahead and plug the Roman Props Balance V4 real quick, just simply because of the fact that when it comes to my Luke's Hero Sabers, the Balance V4 is actually the best one that I have because it's actually the most screen accurate. It does come as an empty saber, and I know that there is some argument that the Lukianov Creepy Uncle is actually better. I've seen a little bit or some pictures of both. I've kind of compared them myself. Personally, I actually prefer the Balance V4 because it has the brushed finish, and most of the pictures I've seen of the Creepy Uncle are actually with a chrome finish. And I just think that this looks better in the brushed finish. On top of that, the Creepy Uncle is actually very difficult to get hold of. I know Saber Bay actually had some recently, but they're already sold out. And the Saber Armory is also sold out of them too. Meanwhile, Roman actually just started pre-orders for another run of the Balance V4. So if you don't have one, head over to Roman Props and check that out. No, I'm not being paid to say that. I'm just saying that because I like this saber. Okay, so the Prodigal Son or the Ultra Saber's Archon V31. It's not really a very fair comparison, and I've not actually done a side-by-side Saberforge versus Ultra Sabers or head-to-head comparison between these before. I've actually tried to avoid it in most cases, and also it's kind of difficult since I only have two Saberforge lightsabers, one being the Prodigal Son, and technically it's my son's, and the other one being the Shoto Arbiter, which really isn't much of a saber. Comparing the Prodigal Son, which one I would prefer, with the Archon V3.1. So, really, in all reality, especially in today's saber world and environment, my choice would be the Saberforge Prodigal Son. There's multiple reasons for that. Now, I know that in Sky's Flex comment, he said that it looks complicated. I will say that in my original review, I did actually happen to mention that the Sabercore 3.0 software was a little bit more difficult to deal with than the Ultra Saber's launcher, and that's true. But the thing is, my opinion on a saber is, once you've got it set with the right sound font, and you've got it configured the way that you want, then you don't have to deal with it anymore. That's the way that it should be. And that's kind of the way it was with this one. I've only used the Sabercore editor, Sabercore 3.0 editor software maybe 3-4 times. And we installed the software, or we installed the sound fonts on it that we wanted. Once we got... Hold on, let me get this back to Emerald Sun.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
Once we got the sound font that we wanted installed on this, had the flicker settings set the way that we wanted, there was really no need to actually configure it any further or anymore. So that's kind of the one thing that I do have to say. Yeah, the software was originally, a little bit, it was different than the Ultra Saber's launcher. It was not difficult to learn, but it was an adjustment. And in all reality, where that's concerned, it's an irrelevant statement at this point in time because Saberforge is no longer using the same sound card for their Champion and Hero Edition sabers. They're actually using the Golden Harvest V3, which is an entirely different configuration tool that they use. And that in itself puts the Saberforge Prodigal Son ahead of the Archon V3.1 in my book, just simply because of the fact that the Golden Harvest 3 features smooth swing. Now you can get that in the Champion Edition Champion Tier 3 saber with Saberforge, where it's a single color LED and the smooth swing sound fonts, or you can get it in a Hero with the multicolor and smooth swing sound fonts as well. Whereas Ultra Sabers is starting to fall behind with that. Their Archon V3.1 is still offered with the Obsidian V4 soundboard that they've been using for, I don't know, 4-5 years now? I did some research on that not too long ago, but I didn't refresh my memory on it before doing this video. The same with the Diamond controller. It's older tech. There's no smooth swing option available with that. And in my opinion, they're falling behind in the market with they're not bringing smooth swing into their electronics. The one thing that I will say about the Archon V3.1 is that it's cheaper. It doesn't cost as much. But out of the box in its original condition, you don't have a control box. It's just a straight flat saber all the way down. Now, as you can see with mine, I've actually made some modifications to it to look more like a Luke V2 stunt, which is something that once I did this, I was not undoing it. It wouldn't be too difficult to get the paint removed from it, but the Graflex clamp on here, the way that, or as much trouble as I went through with getting it on, I wasn't about to take that off for this video just to show it in its original form. I do like this saber as it is. It makes a great shelf queen. It's not 100% screen accurate, but in my opinion, it's actually good enough until I can get something better. As far as the Obsidian V4 sound card, again, when I first started with the lightsaber hobby, I really was impressed with the Obsidian V4 sound card. But now that I have used the Crystal Focus 10 and the Crystal Focus 10 and the Verso with smooth swing, anytime I go to use one of these, it just doesn't sound right. The Sabercore 3.0 that's in the Prodigal Son isn't so bad.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me. I'll never turn to the dark. You're over. I am a Jedi.
Confirmed.
But the Obsidian V4, after you've used the smooth swing lightsaber, just really doesn't seem to make the cut. So, Sky's Flex, in answer to your question, definitely, especially if you were looking at the possibility of purchasing a Prodigal Son or an Archon V3.1 right now, I'd go with the Prodigal Son. The Golden Harvest V3 soundboard, while I have not yet had the opportunity to use and review, it does feature smooth swing, which puts the Obsidian V4 or the Diamond controller far behind. But if you do have the ability, have the funds, get yourself an empty Roman Props Balance V4, have it custom installed, or better yet, learn to install yourself, and then you will have the ultimate Luke Skywalker hero lightsaber. Alright, well that's it for today's video response. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what's on your mind. Let me know your questions. Thanks for watching. See you next time. May the Force be with you.